to another episode of This Week Inside Indiana Softball. Will Chukerman and Michelle Gardner, as always. Coach, thank you as always.
You are very welcome.
So let's get to talking about the weekend series against Penn State, then we'll also preview Ball State tomorrow, a doubleheader, and then the weekend trip to Evanston as we face Northwestern. But getting to the first two games against Penn State, it just came down to leaving too many base runners on. The pitching was good again, but too many runners left in scoring position.
Well, absolutely. I thought, Friday we were in situations to score, and unfortunately we gave up some runs early, but we battled, and that your statement is correct. We left too many runners on base, and we weren't having the timely hits that we needed. And then on Sunday we had a really good timely hitting team.
And even though you guys lost that game on Friday, Brooke comes in 6 2/3 relief innings, 10 strikeouts, a career high, just 3 days after Megan pitches her career high in strikeouts. What did that say to throw another girl out there in long relief and for Brooke to have that kind of performance?
Well, it was great. I mean, obviously she was on her game, things were working, and it's funny because she had 10 strikeouts, Megan had 13, and that's a lot of strikeouts. So, but we still gave up too many runs. So it's kind of like it's a good bad. But anytime pitchers can do that and strike out double digits, it's an amazing feat.
And Megan comes back and throws 5 2/3 relief innings the next day on Sunday. You've thrown a lot of innings in your career at Michigan in different circumstances. Is there any certain mindset that you have to transition throwing in relief as opposed to starting off a game for these pitchers?
Well, I think there's always a difference, right? When you start a game, it's your game, and I think for my pitching staff, we've had a lot of kids see a lot of innings mixed, combining games, which has worked for us in some respects. And so I just think that every time they're out there, they have something to prove, and that's for each and every one of them. I thought Laura threw phenomenal on Saturday, and then when she got into trouble, we made a change. But the truth of the matter is, we still left too many runners on base, and our pitchers did a good job all weekend, I felt like.
And you talked about the big hitting on Sunday. Cassie Farmer, a career day both in hits with 4 and RBIs 5. Can you talk about her performance a little bit, not just on Sunday, but over the course of the weekend, and really now the past couple of weeks?
Oh, she's been steady, and I love where she's at. Her approach at the plate's been great, and she came through for us very clutch this weekend. A 3-run home run in the first inning, it sets the tone.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like she did that, and then she had the game-winning hit. I mean, you couldn't ask for more. So she's really done a great job.
And you throw Karamia back into the lineup. Her hand seems to be healing quite well. It started off a little bit rough for her in her first couple of at-bats, but by the end of the weekend, she was getting on base, hitting a home run, hitting an extra base double late in the game on Saturday.
Right.
So she seems to be kind of right back where she was before that injury.
Well, and going into this weekend, she hadn't faced a pitcher since we were at Michigan.
Yeah.
So that's a long stretch. So it's kind of, obviously I didn't want to bring her back too soon, but it was time for her to start getting some at-bats, and she had a couple real big ones.
Yeah, definitely. And it's tough for her because she was coming off a Big Ten Freshman of the Week honor, and injuries you never like to see them, but especially for a freshman who kind of is just getting used to college softball to get that injury, but for her to bounce back, that was huge.
Absolutely, and we're definitely going to need her going into the next couple of weeks because our schedule doesn't get easier. No. It kind of gets a little bit tougher, but we just have to continue to roll with it and work hard on not giving up too many runs and being able to have timely hitting.
You mentioned that schedule, and tomorrow you guys face a Ball State team 23-14 on the year, one of the best power hitters in the country. What do you have to do against them to come away with a couple victories?
Well, we got to have a good circle. I mean, we have to come out and really be able to keep their big hitters at bay and have timely hitting ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think progressively we've gotten better at the plate. So I'm looking forward to coming out and scoring some runs, but we have to have a good start in the circle.
And when you have somebody like Gilbert, who's their 3-hitter and has 71 career home runs, what does that do for you and the rest of the coaching staff to really focus in on one hitter in that lineup and have to get her out each and every time?
No, we don't throw to her. I will make it real simple. Let's not throw to her.
Throw it out of the area code.
I mean, you don't give her a pitch she can hit, and that's kind of the bottom line.
And then this weekend you face a Northwestern team who has been in the top 25 for most of the season, a very strong team as well, which just continues the trend in this Big Ten conference with how well teams have played. Against Northwestern, it's going to be tough going into Evanston, their home field, but the hitting just going to have to continue to transition?
Well, the hitting needs to continue, and like I said, we need good starts from our pitchers, and I'll use all three of them in all three games if I have to. If that's what's gonna take for us to be able to take some games from them, I think we have the potential to do it. It's just it's a matter of getting up there and getting it done, and hope it's not snowing up there.
Yeah, no, it's snowing earlier on in the week, and they got some snow, I think, this morning as well.
Yes.
Hopefully that bypasses by the time we get down.
I certainly hope so, because I would hate to go from 70s to
Exactly.
snow.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thanks, Will.
That was episode 11, This Week Inside Indiana Softball. Stay tuned for another episode next week.